So welcome back to another preview show ahead of the penultimate game, or home game, of the season. Matty, we didn't have a chance to catch up on Saturday because I had to shoot off, but just how did you reflect on the defeat at Ilkley?
There was a few positives that we could probably take out of the game. I thought the second half, when we're backs against the wall, and down to kind of 13 players, I thought the work rate of the lads was fantastic, and to keep them to, I think, 2, maybe 3 tries in that kind of second half, after the way that they played the first half, was great for the lads. But unfortunately, they're probably the first kind of 20 minutes again laid the platform for obviously us kind of chasing our kind of tail a little bit. I think our tackle technique was too high against some big lads. We didn't trust the inside man and gave them kind of space. And every time they had that kind of space in the width, they finished their tries off well. And so it's something that obviously we've got to learn from, and then obviously take into the back half or the last kind of 4 games of the season.
Every week, Matty, you talk about how you want your side to start quick, start fast, and within the first 3 minutes, you're 10-0 down. That immediately, set your side back, didn't it? And it was an uphill battle from then, really.
Yeah, that's right. And it's just against our own kind of mistakes. It's just us playing probably in the wrong areas. I think we gave kind of 1 turnover. We knocked 1 ball on, and we were down 2 tries. And it's just as simple as that, especially when you're playing against kind of top quality teams, which we'll be facing in the next kind of 4 weeks. So we need to learn from that, and we need to make sure that we actually kind of like play in kind of decent areas. We kind of make our tackles or finish our tackles off. And also just make sure that we're just up for it physically and mentally. I think physically a little bit, but mentally I think we're probably just going through the motions a little bit in the warm-up, and you can probably see that come the start of the game, that it's taken until the second half for us to kind of regroup and get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, and I mean, looking ahead at this weekend's game against Cleckheaton, when we played against them, I think it was in December, the conditions were absolutely horrendous, Matty. They probably won't be the same this weekend. But again, that game was pretty much like the Ilkley game, where your side went a little bit quiet throughout the 80 minutes. You'll be hoping that you can do one over Ilkley, who are in 3rd position in the league.
Yeah, Cleck are a big set of lads, and if you let them kind of run at you and over the top of you, then obviously you're going to be on the back foot for most of the game. We need to make sure that we meet them on that kind of gain line. We need to win and obviously kind of disturb the ruck. And then we need to make sure that we're just not making kind of silly errors. Any kind of errors that we do make, we rectify them, pick each other up, and we go back to trying to get our hands back on the ball again, rather than kind of putting our hands down. And when we do get the ball, we're kicking out from our own kind of end goal, or we're restarting play again. So we have to make sure that we are just a little bit kind of smarter with the ball, and the leaders take a little bit more kind of ownership on where we kind of play these games.
Yeah, having a look at the team that you've obviously picked, a couple of changes from Saturday, of course. Joe Nellis isn't picked for this, or misses out. Sam Dawson, Richard Scales and Tom Reed's back. Will Renard and Chris Purdy. Ewan Govier, Ed Hopper, Drew Govier. Dan Boys comes in at 9. Tom Ratcliffe, it's Tom Anderson and Tom Macon on the wing, Aaron Wilson, Joe Marshall, and then Joe Davies, Sam Pollock, Liam Braithwaite, and Gregory Parker on the bench. Matty, another really strong team. You welcome back a couple of your big ball carriers. You're nearly full strength for this weekend.
Yeah, I think without obviously Holler's kind of still injured. Obviously Will Vasey was concussed on Saturday, so he's out for a few weeks. Rollo's away on holiday, so we're just back to the point. The lads that we're bringing in have been there and done it before. Purdy obviously kind of coming in. Great to have Aaron back, and Boise gets his first start at 9. So he was going to get that a couple of weeks ago, but obviously he gets it against Cleck, and we're hoping for a good showing and hoping that he kind of enjoys the occasion.
Yeah, and before the first team game as well, the Gulls are playing against Roundesians up at Silver Royd. Matty, a great opportunity for people to start their day a little bit earlier, come up to Silver Royd and watch some, I guess, legends of the club playing amongst each other on a really good day.
Yeah, it was amazing. I was a part of the Moulton game a couple of weeks ago, where we travelled over to their place. And it was fantastic. It was, I think that rugby wasn't really the winner. It was more kind of everyone having the chance to kind of catch up. And as you said, there's a lot of kind of guys that are busy kind of most kind of weekends, or kids and working, and to have this kind of game and to have these guys available and at the club as well is fantastic. And we're looking forward to kind of catching up with all of them who are obviously kind of putting their hands up and celebrating Smithy's kind of 60th birthday. Round Aegis is a great club, and when they come to socialise, but they also enjoy their rugby as much as what we do as well. So it's going to be a fantastic full day. We're hoping obviously the weather's going to hold out. And so that obviously all our spectators can enjoy kind of both games.